Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Eric Voss, and Candyman is Jordan Peele and Nia DaCosta's sequel to the 1992 Tony Todd horror classic. Like Peele's Get Out and Us, Candyman aims to terrify us with hidden details you wish you didn't see, deep-rooted symbolism you wish you didn't know, and 90s hip-hop you wish you could just hear at regular speed. I'm gonna break down this trailer frame by frame for all the missable Candyman sightings, the legend behind Candyman, and how it will connect to this sequel, and spoiler warning in case any of my predictions end up being right. And hey, do me a favor and don't play this video in front of a mirror because I'm already up to like 4 Candyman mentions. Oh, wait, that's 5. Shit. Let's get started.
The urban legend is, if you say his name 5 times while looking in the mirror, he appears in the reflection and kills you.
So our hero Anthony explains the Candyman urban legend. Played by Yahya Abdul-Mateen II from Watchmen, Aquaman, and Us, Anthony McCoy is the adult version of the baby from the first film. Son of Anne Marie, Vanessa A. Williams, who returns in the sequel, still looks great. If you saw the original film, Anthony was nearly a victim of Candyman, but he escaped when Helen, Virginia Madsen, crawled him out of the fire. Helen ended up becoming part of the Candyman myth, as Anthony appears to in this movie. Anthony's girlfriend is played by Tiana Paris, Monica Rambeau from the MCU. She wears a deer necklace. Perhaps a nod to the symbolic deer from Get Out. And perhaps she too will transition from endangered to hunter in this film. Moving on.
Candyman, 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 Candyman.
So who would do this? Yeah, girls working on their TikToks. There are 5 girls summoning the Candyman, 1 girl for every time you say his name. And this girl's name is Haley. She's probably the leader. And the most frightening thing to them is a black girl walking in on their cultural appropriation. Sadly, Trina will probably have to take the fall for these deaths. Usually when the Candyman slays someone, a bystander is left behind to take the blame. Everyone thinks they're crazy. On to the next clip.
Let's go.
The girl's hair ever so slightly tugs upward, just like that creepy moment, and it follows, and then a bee buzzes around. Clearly, she spots something behind her in her mirror, and then later, after the slaughter, we get the slightest glimpse of the Candyman. Okay, so according to the legend explained in the '92 film, the Candyman was the son of a slave who amassed wealth after the Civil War with a way to mass-produce shoes. The son was well-educated and made a living painting portraits for high society people until he fell in love with a white woman and was attacked by a lynch mob. They cut off his hand, covered him in honey, and caused him to be stung to death by bees. His body was burned and his ashes were scattered in Chicago's Cabrini Green area. Now he lives on as a murderous ghost, popping up in mirrors with gooey, burned away skin, smelling like candy floss, and using that silky smooth Tony Todd voice to lure people into being victims.
Believe in me. Be my victim.
Here, Candyman has a tan fur-lined trench coat, the same color tan as this girl's jacket. So I think we might see a lot of tan cloth misdirects in this film. Like, oh, that flash of tan fabric wasn't the Candyman, it was my jacket. Oh wait, no, I'm dead. Next clip.
I feel really connected to this neighborhood. Cabrini Green. It was the projects. I just moved in around the corner.
The old candy factory.
Okay, so Chicago's Cabrini Green was an infamous public housing project that, due to the city's racist housing policies, descended into a slum. It was the setting of the '92 film, and in the year 2011, the Cabrini Green high-rises were torn down, leaving hundreds of row houses. And nowadays, the community is facing a new kind of threat, gentrification, caused by people like, well, yeah, it seems Anthony, who is a well-off artist who claims a connection to the area but doesn't really fully appreciate the trauma, and now is kinda exploiting that history. Is that okay? I don't know, it's definitely not for me to say. Anyway, as Anthony snaps photographs, The Flash briefly shows graffiti of the Candyman. His appearance here is from Clive Barker's original short story about the character. Moving on.
I'm an artist.
You looking for Candyman? He's the monster that's part of this neighborhood.
Why are you drawn to this?
I'm hoping to spread the story all about Candyman. The mirror invites you to summon him.
Okay, Anthony's Candyman-themed art exhibit includes a painting that displays Candyman's sting-swollen face, and then a mirror where you can summon him. Seems like a big mistake. Onward.
You should say his name. I dare you.
Candyman.
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 Don't say that.
And then we get another flash of tan fabric shown in the mirror. Another will appear later in the bathroom. Perhaps there's some more Candyman misdirects being set up here. And the audio mixes in the sounds of buzzing bees. And a montage shows 4 Candymans back to back to back to back, with Anne Marie cutting us off before we get to the 5th.
Candyman.
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 I really gotta bookmark this Vanessa clip to shut people up when they just go on and on and on, and they never. Got it. Moving on.
Candyman.
Here, Candyman kills this couple. He appears in the shadow of the background, his hook slicing the projector screen, and then you can see him creeping up on the dude in the reflection of the glass door. And then, as the guy is dragged back, you can see Candyman's shadow on the wall behind him, gliding, not walking. And his head, later, you can see is cocked to the side. Yeah, he seems to be moving in an exaggerated, performative style, similar to Lupita Nyong'o's physicality as Red in Us. The mirror shows Candyman lifting and gutting the guy, and you can see the dude's toes grasping at his lover's fingers. Perhaps his shoe flying off is connected to Candyman's family shoe business. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but yeah, okay, next clip.
I think I made a mistake. I'll put him back.
Candyman isn't real!
Amazing music here. It's a creepy mix of Say My Name by Destiny's Child, just like the mix of I Got 5 on It and Us. Say My Name applies, of course, to the Candyman myth of saying his name, but Beyonce's followers are also called, what? The Beehive. And underneath Say My Name is an organ melody. This is actually Philip Glass's original theme from the '92 film. These details can be easy to overlook. You know, sometimes they just blend in seamlessly with the curves and contours of their surroundings. They're discreet. Much like the sponsor of this episode, The Ridge. The Ridge makes everyday goods to a standard you don't see every day. They streamline your life by turning the things you carry, like backpacks, chargers, and wallets, into tools for a better living. And their flagship product is the Ridge Wallet. It was launched on Kickstarter in 2013 and now sits in the front pockets of over 500,000 men and women. My wallet used to be stuffed full of crap that I didn't need anymore, and it was giving me back trouble, but not anymore. This is their aluminum wallet in the raw color. They have other colors, including some very flashy tiki designs. It's light, it's strong, it has a cool industrial chic vibe. The Ridge is a minimal front pocket wallet that's designed to streamline what you carry every day. It has 30,000 5-star reviews and is a better way to carry your cash and your cards. There's a lifetime warranty if you love it and free returns if you don't. It comes in titanium, carbon fiber, aluminum, and over a dozen different styles and colors. They also have great backpacks and travel bags with RFID blocking pockets and optional device charging batteries. Get 10% off today with free worldwide shipping and returns by going to ridge.com/newrockstars. That's ridge.com/newrockstars and use the code NEWROCKSTARS. Find the link in the video's description. Anthony's reflection shows him as Candyman, suggesting that this character may actually be becoming the Boogeyman. This artist for elites transforming into an artist from elites from a previous generation. It's hard to tell, but his eyes look blacked out, like the figures in the exhibit film reel, as if his Candyman self is waiting to reveal himself. And notice Anthony's hand is wounded here. Perhaps that bee sting he received is gonna rot and rot until he straight up has to sever his hand. Moving on.
Something's happening to me.
He had a purpose for you. To be another one of his terrible stories.
I guess he found me.
I am the writing on the wall.
Anthony loses himself in his work and gives us another solid reaction gif. Candyman appears again to the girlfriend in bed and then in the mirror behind the other woman. And then we see that woman die from a distance with similar voyeuristic framing as Hitchcock's Rear Window. Anthony further transforms into Candyman as another Candyman figure takes a bone saw to his hand, and we hear a voice saying, "I am the writing on the wall," with a demonic voice reminding us of the seductive lures made by Tony Todd in the original film. The line is also another connection to Say My Name. The Destiny's Child song was on the album The Writings on the Wall. As the girlfriend runs into Candyman in the darkness, graffiti lights up showing his figure with his ribs exposed, reflecting how Candyman's chest has burned away to expose the ribcage. Next clip.
The sweet smell of blood. Be my victim.
This Cabrini Green church has a doorway with the open mouth design, similar to the portal into Candyman's chamber in the '92 film. Bees swarm in, and you can see the words "sweet to the sweet" on the wall, another callback to the original production design. And there's this woman watching with a wreath of flowers on her head, reminding me a lot of the creepy ritual at the end of Midsommar, in which, spoiler, the girlfriend watches as her man gets mutilated. And then, as Anthony faces the police, notice his reflection in the car window. His face has transformed into Tony Todd Candyman. Meanwhile, the voice calls out, "Be my victim." But he lingers on be. Yeah, Candyman's puns are so sweet. Yeah, sorry. Moving on to the last clip.
This is not real, it's not real.
And we are left with this boy peeking into a Candyman attack. blood, bees, his hook pulling back the shower curtain. I'm thinking this film may show us other past Candyman incidents as people are perpetuating the myth. This could be a really good opening scene. Comment down below with what scares you most about this trailer, and join the discussion on our official Discord by becoming a patron. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at EAVoss, follow New Rockstars, and subscribe to New Rockstars here on YouTube for breakdowns of everything you love. Thanks for watching. Bye.